For that's where I meet my Prince Charming. When I'm with him, cares fade away. I'm just a poor Cinderella, but I'll be a princess someday. Cinderella! Cinderella! Get ready for the ball. Hurry up, give a hand of pushing. Can't you see that we are rushing? Hurry up, go get my bus. You're too slow, why don't you I hope you enjoyed the ball. Nobody loves me.
Cinderella, pretty Cinderella, you're unhappy, I can see. I'm your fairy godmother, listen to me. Dry your little eyes, there is no need to cry at all. You're so kind and gentle, you'll go to the ball. Go fetch me a pumpkin, a large one, my dear, 6 mice and 2 lizards, and bring them right here.
Oh, here they are. Oh. Here they are.
You can never be half as happy as we. I'm so overjoyed to be with you, and this is why I was almost cut up for pumpkin pie. My lady?
Remember, when the clock strikes 12, you must be home by then. For should you fail to be in bed, you'll be in rags again. Remember, remember, remember.
When I'm with him, cares fade away.
They call her poor Cinderella,
But I'll be a princess someday.
Hail the Prince! find my romance in dreams. Ba-ba-ba-bee, ba-ba-ba-ba-bee. And like a poor Cinderella, I find my romance in dreams. Ba-ba-ba-bee, ba-ba-ba-ba-bee.
Silence! Who was that beautiful maiden? Have you no tongues? Then I, the prince, do now declare, whosoever this slipper can wear, my throne will share. I'm with you, cares fade away.
I'm just a poor Cinderella, but I'll be your princess someday. Now you see, it's all your
My fault, why, you impudent thing.
Oh, shut up, you jealous fool!
How dare you? For 2 pence, I'd slap your face.
Oh, you will,
Yes, I will. What are you going to do about it?
right, everybody, almost there. Hang on. 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 There we go. I just stopped the I was trying to stop the music before the thing came up, but you know, it's just one of those things. Hello, everybody. All right. All right. Oh, you know, I realized that maybe it's a little weird that I just went silent there. It's like, I turned off the music, I went silent, and I'm not doing much of anything, am I? Let me see the thing. Okay, is that good enough? I think that's good enough. Shit. Oh, balls. Why is my hat so loose? Ugh. Okay. Yes, of course you can hear. Of course you can't see me, because I have the camera turned off. Because I'm trying to. Why do I have the Why do I have the preview over there? There. Put the preview in front of my face so I can use it as a mirror. Okay, and then turn off the. Turn on, and turn it down. Actually, turning it up is probably fine. Yeah, that's good. Move this, and also move that, and then I'll turn on the camera. God, there we go. Hang on. I'll set that there for the time being. And I think I should be able to... There we go. Hi, everybody. I'm here. I have arrived. Okay. Where's the movie time? I need to set it up to... Son of a... There she is. She's here. God, no. No. God damn it. Shit. All right, hang on. Okay, let's see. What do you mean, nice transition? Oh, have you never been here when I turn on the camera? You're never here when I turn on the camera, dude. Are you? God. Shit. Get the stupid wire around my... okay, self. Get the stupid wire around myself. Glasses feel like they're a little... Get good at streaming. He good at the stream. I am so good at streaming. Yeah, you haven't been around when I did that thing. Shit, turn that down so I don't hurt my earballs. And here we go. Hello, my darling.
There you are.
Here I am. All right, making sure that your audio is working, and then I need to get the screen capture for you and for them. So let me go ahead and turn that full screen, and let me just make sure that it's capturing. Hang on. Okay, now it's gonna access that. Let's make sure there we go. And now, oops, there it is. All right, and to share my screen with you, my beautiful, my love, my darling. That's the wrong screen to share. Whoops, that's also the wrong one. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Okay, you can see it now. Yeah. You can see.
I said yes. Damn Discord.
Fucking Discord. Swear to God. Okay. All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and get started in a 3, 2, and 1. And a great big hey hi to all my goofy goobers out there. Welcome back to Animanic Commentaries with Comic Auzi.
And yes, bienvenue.
Bienvenue indeed. Tonight we are going to be watching Mickey, Donald, Goofy, the Three Musketeers. And much
Which
like
almost has nothing to do with the book this is based on.
And
As someone who's read the whole 800 or so pages of it.
and also much like Disney's other French film Beauty and the Beast, one character has a French accent, and he's not even a character in the story. He's the narrator. So, like, okay. Actually, no. No, because like they do have the Beagle Boys from DuckTales in this movie, and they're being done with, or at least one of them has a French accent. One of them has a French accent.
One of them does. The others are British.
Yeah, the others are British. Again, like, what is up with that? What is up with that? To begin, but Turtle. Yes, I know Turtle. It's a French turtle. Hello, Dylan. Hello, Miraculous. Hello, everyone. And Michaela is in there as well. Was Michaela Matthews?
Isn't he a tortoise, though?
I mean, yes, technically...
turtles have fins.
I mean, yes, technically a tortoise, but they always call them tortoises turtles, and, you know, it's a movie, it's a cartoon. Everyone makes that mistake. Everyone does it on purpose. Yeah, so this movie is a lot of fun. I grew up on this movie, and I thought it was the funniest, like, best thing that Disney had made. Like, it was my jam. It was my jam. What about you?
Yeah, it was a frequent rent-a-movie thing, you know? We love singing the songs that we knew were like, just using operatic melodies.
Oh yeah, I think for me, like, the ones I recognized were like, not quite the things that I recognized as not original songs are basically everything I knew from Looney Tunes. So I didn't know that the Romeo and Juliet suite by Rimsky-Korsakov, I believe, is that right, or Tchaikovsky?
That's Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky, yeah. I didn't know that was a piece of operatic music, but I knew the Carmen bit.
Operatic/ballet.
I knew Blue Danube was using previous music. I knew the Infernal Galop. I knew it as the Can anyway. So I knew
not all of it was operatic. My bad. Classical.
Yeah, a lot of classical music. Yeah. Oh, and I think I knew In the Hall of the Mountain King was a previous melody and not an original song. When I was younger.
I've known that melody since like first grade music class.
And of course there's another and of course they do toward the finale they basically do the entire Pirates of Penzance, but I was actually gonna say Beethoven's Fifth. Yeah, but again,
fun connection of this movie and Beauty and the Beast. Angela Lansbury was in a film production of Pirates of Penzance.
Well, there you go.
With Kevin Kline, I think.
Oh, great! So we got Disney's Beauty and the Beast and Disney's Beauty and the Beast in Pirates of Penzance, and Disney did Pirates of Penzance in this movie, all sandwiched together, really. Okay, that's amazing. All right, well, without further ado, I'm gonna go to the black screen, and everybody should end up matching up with the. Hang on, everyone should end up matching up with the blue classic '90s logo that was used pretty much every Disney direct-to-video release, because I think they stopped doing direct-to-video. Well, no, I guess a lot of the Tinkerbell films did end up using the new logo, but anyway, that's beside the point. And none of those are
Tinkerbell films. Okay?
Yeah, none of those are musicals, so that'll have to be sometime next year. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this bad boy in 3, 2, 1. Or I guess, well, no, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I was gonna correct myself and do it in French, but it's like, no, why am I gonna ruin everyone's syncing, you know? I love this establishment of like this epic tone. It's very nice. And then
I believe Donald's the one that calls him a tortoise.
That's true.
He's definitely a tortoise.
Rob Paulson, I believe, is the voice of this tortoise.
You know, they definitely took his model off of Disney's Tortoise and the Hare short, didn't they?
Yeah, he does look like him, but he's French. And I don't think the tortoise from that cartoon actually wore gloves. I could be wrong.
I didn't say exactly,
But his color,
like, it's
but his color
definitely
palette is
based-
his color palette otherwise is basically from that short, point for point. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
also a
that
little
was
inspiration from, you know, the Robin Hood bard narrator aspect there.
Probably, yeah. Little troubadour.
Oh, I actually saw his face.
Very briefly.
What is he, a bull?
What? He doesn't even have the book. Welcome to Masterpiece Theater, I guess.
Yes, but he's...
Masterpiece Theater, the graphic novel. You know what's really funny about this? This movie is an animated musical that in universe is based off of like a comic version of the story, which is actually where the directors of Hunchback of Notre Dame got a lot of their influence for some of the story bits, because they remembered growing up off of a comic adaptation.
Ooh.
Which is, I don't know if that's done on purpose,
babies.
but these designs are inspired by Italian comics that were made. But yeah, the Italian comics, which were pretty popular. Popular enough for them to be referencing them here.
What's interesting is that they show 3 Musketeers here, but later on.
Yes. I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but if you get technical, Pluto ends up getting a blue collar, so technically he's the 4th Musketeer.
Yes, if people don't understand what I'm talking about,
Yes.
if you've read the 3 Musketeers, despite the title, there's actually 4 of them. And really, it's referring to the 3 Musketeers that were ended up becoming the protagonist's comrades.
Yeah.
And the protagonist eventually becomes a musketeer himself. Spoiler alert.
I see. That makes sense. And here it is. Here's our opening number.
Musketeers sing for one and one
Which
for all.
is just
Trying to
this,
sing.
which is this just delightfully grand. I think I was there. Is that no? That's not the same,
Rolling, roll for one and one for all, and
honey.
I'm sorry, I can't.
But you can definitely see that Disney in their direct-to-video movies, like if you're looking very closely and you have a high-quality copy of this movie, you can tell that they're still using caps. It's like the line qualities and the coloring are very much identical to how they did it in the Renaissance. And it's just, also the Infernal Gallop is really a pretty good melody to use for a big ensemble opening number. Really sets the tone. And it's actually very musical theater for the dialogue interruption from Mickey, Donald, and Goofy there. Also, I want to make a point that the title of this movie is not Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. It's Mickey, Donald, Goofy. The last Disney film to use caps was Home on the Range. Actually, I think that might have been Lion King 1.5. Actually, Lion King 1.5 also came out in 2004 like this one.
Yeah, so did Home on the Range.
Yeah, so to actually know which one was the last one used, look at direct-to-video releases that came out after 2004, because those were likely still using caps.
Now, see, look, the Athos, Aramis, Porthos, and D'Artagnan.
Yeah,
The main characters of the 3 Musketeers.
Yeah.
And yet that's 4 of them, and we only saw 3 in that flashback. Unless one of them happened to just come later.
I mean, isn't that what you said happens in the book? So, they're paying attention to detail. Yeah, Wayne Alwyn is Mickey Mouse. Rest in peace.
Yeah, me too.
And Tony Anselmo and Bill Farmer, who are still doing the voices of Donald and Goofy respectively.
And I love that how this movie just calls attention to the to Donald's voice. Also,
Yeah.
a striptease from Pete.
I'm sure somebody appreciated that.
All month.
Also, I love this. I love this bit.
Yeah, establishment of characters too.
Also,
Not that we already need.
I also love the solution Mickey has here. He just, what about the other boots? I didn't even think you thought that far ahead. That's great. And this really does feel like, this actually does feel like those classic cartoons, like Shipbuilders, or what we covered last Halloween would have been Lonesome Ghosts. Clock Cleaners is another one. And even House of Mouse did their own versions, like Car Washers.
Organ Donors
Organ Donors
one of
was
my
hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, so my brother and I tried to finish that song by putting all the E's and D's and E's. I hardly remember. I think we said cute.
We're not even realizing that it was actually a song already. Which
was it?
Yeah, it is. That's a song. Like,
well, that's news to me.
in fact, for like the classics, hello, Blueheart. I understand him perfectly. Yeah, they make fun of it, but yeah, you can understand Donald pretty well. In fact, I understood, like, when I was younger, I think I understood at least 80% of what he was saying. It wasn't that hard.
Well, I got the captions on, so it's a little hard to tell in the moment, so...
True. And a little simple CGI on the little shower head just for ease of animation. And it fits in pretty well.
Showers like
not even
that,
notice.
but, you know, this is a cartoon. Meant to be cartoony. Oh, God. You know, I'd be mad, too, to be honest.
This is definitely one of Toon Disney's best 2D animated films. Because Toon Disney was the studio that was usually responsible for these.
Also, they brought Pete's peg leg back for the first time in a long time.
That's true.
I mean, now it's in the newer Mickey Mouse cartoons, but this was like the first time I saw him with a pig leg since like the 30s? 40s,
about the 30s, yeah. Because even in Steamboat Willie, he had both of his legs. And also the Carnival Kid. Yeah.
Yeah, Pete's kind of bounced around with
I love this fucking face right here. That face is so funny.
Apparently Pete's been losing and growing legs.
Yeah. And also this joke is pretty good. Again, like... they love, like... And the drool. It's great.
Oh, it was a movie? Now you tell me.
Yeah.
And did you watch the special feature where the characters did commentary of the scene?
And also, even with, like, as I was mentioning about, like, love this bit. And he just puts it on his
And, of course,
head.
Jim Cummings.
Yeah, and Jim Cummings, who is still doing the voice of Pete and such. I say Pete and such because he does a lot of those characters. In fact...
You were really hard at Mickey there, Pete. Oh, it's just a movie, Goofy. It was a movie. Now you tell me.
Yeah. They're, yeah. Did they do, like, the whole movie like that? I think...
No. They only did that scene. Like, how did you do that, Donald? That was a stunt man.
Yeah. But also...
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, rest in peace for her.
Yes, Russie Taylor.
What? And this was when they were married, I believe.
Yeah, they were. They were. Yeah. I mean, up until, like, you know, they were married the whole time. Basically. When they were the voices of Mickey and Minnie.
Oh, apparently Wayne Allwine had, like, maybe 3 other marriages before her.
Yeah.
But I guess this one stuck because it was until his death.
Yeah. And Trust McNeil, who is still Daisy for the time being. One of
the lesser annoying versions of Daisy.
Yeah. Talk about annoying, talk about the House of Mouse. But, like, on the topic of the House of Mouse, not only, like I mentioned,
you want love by a dog.
Yeah, that's a good line. This film is unabashedly silly.
into the room, a
Yeah.
lightful glow.
And yeah.
Well, you still have yet to bring me flowers, but that's because I have a cat.
Yeah.
But you make me laugh.
Yeah. I try to.
Hello.
Recently, someone else is doing Daisy's voice. And what's actually funny is while Tony Anselmo is still doing Donald, there is another actor who has been trained to do Donald, who was doing him in some, like, Mickey's Racer Pals shorts.
Oh, and look.
Yeah, I love that visual. I was like, Flower knows what... when I was younger, I was like, yeah, Flower knows what's up.
Time for Tchaikovsky.
Yep. It's a nice little piece of music. And this is...
Yes, random troubadour in my garden.
Yeah.
I should ask why you're here.
And this is
And I'm sure a lot of you have heard this song at...
And if you want to get
Wait a minute.
technical, this is...
2 songs, yes.
This is on Minnie's behalf, a bit of an I Want song. It's not sung by her, but it's sung for her. And, of course, one of the reasons that they have the troubadour sing it is because they have some funny lyrics that wouldn't make sense if Minnie was singing it. When we get there in a bit. I love the transition between the hedge and the smoke from the chimney. It's this cute little family.
Old couple.
And then you see her smile.
You know,
fall
they
a
actually
little.
look kind of like the actors.
They probably did that on purpose, absolutely.
They were pretty old by then, so.
Yeah. I do, and here it is.
Whatever idea was this to like...
That is so funny. Like, it wouldn't have happened if Minnie were singing this song herself because the troubadour knows what's going on and he can say that.
I don't know why she's calling her Your Grace, because that's what... Your Grace would be like more to a duchess.
Well, Minnie getting mad.
One actor for 2 of them, the tall ones.
Yeah. Like, he's the only one with a French accent.
One of them is Maurice LaMarche.
I think Maurice LaMarche is the little one.
Yeah. His cat clawed throne. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
But with that,
Because I think some people tend to forget. Because even in spite of how he was drawn in that cartoon, even in Goof Troop, he is supposed to be a cat. He is a cat. Yeah.
It don't look good when one shows up.
And yep. I love how absolutely zany this film is. Marius LaMarche and Jeff Bennett are the voices for the Beagle Boys. Yeah. Jose Carioca was originally going to be in the film, but got cut. Yeah, it would have been weird, because, like, what, you have Jose, but then you don't have Panchito? Actually, if you had Panchito, maybe one of the Musketeers would actually use a musket. That would have been funny.
No, he hasn't had his guns in a long time. Anyway,
that's true.
Anyway, it's interesting they call that an opera, because Pirates of Penzance is actually an operetta.
It's still technically an opera when you get technical. There's a Venn diagram.
Well, it's technically a musical.
There's a Venn diagram between operas and musicals, and I think a lot of Gilbert and Sullivan's work fits in there.
Operettas and musicals.
No, because where do you think operetta came from?
Operettas is where they speak.
I think a majority of those is actually like sung through, aren't they?
Yes,
mostly.
Yes, they sing, but they still have dialogue.
But it's mostly
a musical.
But it's mostly sung through.
Yes, but it's
I love the mini.
It's like the same song and dialogue ratio of a musical.
I love the crossfade.
Anyway, musicals came from operettas, and operettas came from operas. Are we done?
There go Venn diagram. Anyway, or maybe it's more of a gradient. Anyway.
Triple Venn diagram.
I suppose.
3 circles. Oh, you kicked your booty.
Yeah.
I didn't get that as a kid.
I think I did. Took me a while, but I think
you're
I got
a guy. Oh, you know what? I rented this when I was in Poland.
Schedule.
I rented this when I was in Poland, so they had like the foreign language visuals. I mean, it was still in English, so instead of seeing the words, I saw like a X on Minnie and then Pete as King images.
That's clever. I love when they do shit like that. It's very cute. Last minute replacement, because... Well, see, everyone thinks... I think everyone gets confused between that. Like, I think it's like... Someone voices Panchito, and then someone voices... and then Rob Paulsen voices, like, Jose, and it's like... I got so confused because
Rob Paulsen voiced Jose and Panchito.
No, one of them is actually done by someone else, and that's why I always get confused, because it sounds like Rob Paulsen doing the voice, but it's not. It's so weird. Anyway, and here's their little... And if you listen, you hear a very soulful flute version of their associated melody. Da, 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 da. It's like, it's still in there, and it's like, it's great. It's like... It's gotta give props to the composer, because like that. Because
I would think it would be out of place for a Brazilian character to narrate the movie, just in France.
Well, anyway, yeah, Carlos Alazraqui. Yeah, I always get that name confused.
Like maybe if he were narrating a story that took place in Portugal,
yeah,
but not
anyway.
not France. I wouldn't. It wouldn't make sense.
Song is actually from Pirates of Penzance. Well, yeah. For the opera gag, yeah. And, yeah, here it is.
I think he did the wrong side of his chest.
Yeah.
That was on purpose, of course.
It's like they may not have their muskets, but they still get to wield swords, rapiers anyway. Which, I mean, it's true. Musketeers wield the muskets and the rapiers. Yep. It's not a bunch of pop culture stuff. It's a lot of classic. Well, even then, like, cartoons did do pop culture humor, but that was mostly like Warner Brothers cartoons tended to do that. You know, a lot of celebrity gags and.
Dude,
cat. Yep.
I love how he says it like cat.
Yeah, because he is.
It's catra.
He really does not give a shit. I love it.
Yeah, Minnie Fluffy Banes are cute.
They are adorable. Probably the only time she's been drawn with something like that. It's really cute.
Yeah, you're right. Pete has to deal with 2 idiotic trios. You're right.
Basically.
I get his frustration. He's a bad guy, I know, but still.
I love Donald's eyes going completely... Yeah.
Well, we're doing it, Goofy.
Yeah. Pulling an axe on me, eh? Minnie and Daisy have the energy of an angry bi and a mean lesbian. Jeez. She's just so fucking tired. Yeah.
And then, of course,
Yep.
and then when it falls.
I love the little... I don't know what's making that little cavalry call there. That charge, like, you hello noise. But I think it's kind of perfect for Mickey. And I always love this kind of color palette.
But yeah, and once again, the Romeo and Juliet music.
Yeah.
Everybody's heard this tune somewhere.
Right here in this movie, associated with her "I Want," which is very nice. And this is great. Good lord.
This can be taken two ways.
Yep. Whoop.
Okay.
Yep.
Daisy has every right to be mad about this one. I will give her that.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, even when
Yeah.
Daisy's like saying something oppositional, it's logical, you know, in the sense.
Yeah. And there, Pluto. Yeah, he doesn't have a red blue collar, but he does have a little musketeer tag. Nope.
I won't say I'm in love. Oh, and I love
And
this.
here comes, which I think in most of the Disney musicals follows the "I Want" song, the villain song.
It's essentially Pete's villain song.
And I
He
think
needed one after a while.
I think in the Hall of the Mountain King is kind of a perfect melody for him to play on because it's a song that because it's a number that gets faster and faster. It just adds to the chaos. Yep. I do like
Oh, God.
And I love the photo of Mom from like her mugshot or something. Yep. And whoever was on these lyrics was very clever. I think it was the same guys who did a lot of Disney TV music. I think the guys who wrote the lyrics for this would be the same guys who wrote for, well, just to talk about villain songs, Mickey's House of Villains, It's Our House Now.
April Winchell is
Clarabelle,
Ezra,
yes.
right? Yeah, Paul Winchell's daughter.
Yep. She's still doing a few characters for Disney.
Oh yeah, she's in DuckTales. She's the stork lady. What's her name?
Yeah, I love him looking like their caricature drawing of him. That was really funny.
You're the one who put him there.
Yeah.
And then this face.
Yep. Anyway.
It's like Condor Patch. Dan. You know, that's what I don't understand. Why kidnap her?
I don't.
Why not just kill her?
I don't know why he doesn't want. I think he needs her to be alive in order to legitimize things after the fact.
Maybe. Or maybe if she was assassinated, there'd be an investigation.
also true. I mean, you could say the same thing for why didn't Ratigan just kill the queen? He's drowned widows and orphans before, so...
No, he was going to kill the queen. He was going to throw her to the cat, remember?
That's true, that's true. But I think also... Also, again, Pete needs to wait until he's king before he does anything with her, you know?
Anyway, they got fast food.
Yeah. That's
intentional
like I said, like...
anachronisms.
Not pop culture, but like actually I think there is one pop culture gag coming up here.
Anachronisms is what they call it.
Anachronisms are definitely a thing in this movie. They're a lot of fun. Yeah. Which makes sense because he is British.
And there you go. The whole thing with the French. The whole thing with the French and the Brits.
Yeah.
Always fighting over the channel.
To the mud pond. This is such a standard gag.
Oh, Goofy.
It's no less funny when they do it.
Hit the road, Mick. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
He just packs himself up.
He's like, huh.
He sends himself packing.
Yeah, but the bad guy was like, huh.
Well, that was easier than I thought. They really made that mud look right proper disgusting, didn't they? Like, that just looks gross.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, dudes. Yeah. I think there's only one song in this movie that, well, no, other than the villain song, there's only one song that any of these characters get to sing.
Are you talking about the Carmen one?
Yeah, when we get to the, yeah.
I think the Carmen one's my personal favorite.
It's pretty... They really do a very funny play with that one as well.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, here's a moment from the trailer.
Yep.
Oh, okay, we're getting there.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah. Look at us just stare off in the middle distance.
Are those the only choices?
And also, this tower resembles the tower from Sword in the Stone, just as another Disney the push.
Oh, this is funny. It's just like...
Yeah. One can imagine. And there he goes.
Oh, you're right, it does. Dang.
But the Sword in the Stone didn't take place in France. Yeah,
what is
that
with
doesn't
Goofy
matter.
and cows?
Your guess is as good as mine. I think actually, if I think back to an old cartoon, in Orphan's Benefit, I think Horace and Goofy were both kind of fighting over her.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, wasn't she
a love
Horace's
triangle older than
Wasn't
as
she
old
Horace?
as
Yeah, wasn't she Horace's gal? But then I'm remembering the Orphan's Benefit. It's like, oh, wait a minute.
4 days on. 87 floors. They're fast runners.
I mean, if Goofy made it up as fast as he did, well.
Yeah, Horace, Goofy, and
interesting that you should.
Honey.
What?
Let me finish.
Sorry.
Horace, Goofy, and Clarabelle are a love triangle as old as Archie, Betty, and Veronica.
I suppose so. But I was going to say, like, it's interesting that he called them both birds, because Minnie doesn't sing in this movie at all. Yeah,
the point is they threw him in a bird cage.
Yeah.
You're overthinking it.
Okay, that might have been a reference to That might have been a reference to, what is that movie? Do you feel lucky?
I don't know.
Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? Like, I don't remember that movie. That might be, well, it might be the only pop culture reference outside of Disney, because, like, Disney did the whole Mickey and his shorts bit. Oof. Yeah. I love this moment.
He does. I
love this moment.
I just read about like the 8 different types of intelligence. What would I call this? Probably visual spatial intelligence.
Yep.
Finding patterns.
Yep. Dirty Harry. Okay. And he's like last time.
Bodily kinesthetic would be more perfect.
It certainly was. Well, he's gonna have about 4 hoof marks on his derrière in the morning. Whoa. Yep. And down they go. Whoop. And no one even noticed he wasn't there. Yep. Look at his sheepish little face. Yeah. Pull it.
Flounce.
Now that's a very poofy dress.
Well, yeah, the guy like whatever you call
I
him.
think this movie like is a pretty good example of Mickey Mouse like is funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Mickey's a bit scrappy. That's kind of his charm, at least initially.
Yeah, Johann Strauss.
Yeah.
Blue Danube.
These butterflies
Austrian
always
composer.
weirded me out, but now that I look at them, I'm really digging their like, old Disney cartoon vibes.
The hell is that driver?
A goat. Yeah. And the romantic ballad isn't even like a duet shared between Mickey and Minnie, which, I mean, it's not that Wayne Alwyn and Rissy Taylor couldn't sing. They've done it before.
Oh.
And there's Notre Dame de Paris.
On the Seine.
I was there.
Romantic cruise on the Seine.
Yeah.
And yeah, and this is clearly modeled at the Versailles or something.
That's true. Yeah. Aww. And again, like, the Troubadour puts a lot of personality into these songs. As like, I'd say that it definitely functions pretty well in a musical context to actually have the narrator sing songs on behalf of characters. It's definitely not like, it's not traditional, but it works pretty well.
The special features where they sing like, "My underpants is truly very tight."
Yeah.
You know, Clara Belle's actually a pretty good henchwoman until later.
Yeah.
At the opera.
I love those. I love the designs of the characters on the poster. Like, the actors. It's just great. Like, I think they're designed to look like cartoon dog versions of, like, Pirates of the Caribbean a little bit.
You know, I cannot think of a time Pete was this malicious. Even in the original, like he's really calculative. Damn. Yeah, we have the same last name.
Yep.
They finally call attention to their last names being the same, despite them not being actually married.
Yep.
Yet.
I mean, if you listen to, if you believe what Walt had said, Mickey and Minnie are married off, behind the scenes.
And well, they
Which I
technically
mean,
were
these
quite a couple-
actors,
for a decade
yeah,
at least.
yeah. It was almost poetic.
You know, April Winchell, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's actually.
Gross.
She does pretty.
Doing pretty good for something that's supposed to be a fake Mickey.
Yeah.
I mean, she did follow in her father's footsteps, so she's a voice actor.
Yep. And you're really good. She's really, really good at it. Yeah. And then.
Like the evilest Clarabelle that ever existed. 1991, so, like,
You know,
2 decades almost.
You know, it'd be really fun. He does Quack 2, 3, 4, but it would be just as appropriate for him to do undo toi quack.
He did do Quack.
No, he did Quack 2, 3, 4. He didn't do it. He didn't do it in French.
One of them's Tootsie.
Yeah, they got married in '91. That's nice.
Yeah, they got married in 91. So they, considering Wayne Allen's
Hey,
death
look,
in 2009,
guns.
they were married for almost 2 decades. I really just read those maps.
You know, I don't know if they actually fell for that. But I mean, they didn't follow him, so. Oh, never mind. They followed him. You gotta love a good eyeball gag. Whoop. And this is pretty appropriate.
So I'm guessing this must have taken place after the French Revolution, where the afterwards, when the monarchy briefly came back.
I think okay, I love this face here. This good face.
Because the guillotine was invented during the French Revolution, but I think the Three Musketeers took place when the monarchy briefly came back to France. So that makes sense.
So I think that one drawing of like Pete painting at Minnie is like a reference to something. I don't know, let me see it. To me, it looked kind of like the Far Side or something. Oof. Yeah, this is the. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, there's a real turning point in the story here. Yep. You just gotta imagine trying to understand what he's saying.
I will say that for a brief moment, I didn't understand what he was saying at this point.
What was great is, like, as a kid, there was, like, I at least understood, like, the beginning and ending of what he was saying. Yeah.
Now, I think Tony and Selma decide. intentionally decided to sound less intelligible for that one part.
The thing is that he did a better job at sounding less intelligible in the 2017. I love this moment right here. It's like you can still understand him here. I really love Mickey's resolve. It's like, doesn't matter that it was a lie. It's like, we're gonna hold out. And, yep. Mm. Mm.
Oh.
Really like Mickey's resolve. Yeah. I really feel bad for everyone in this scenario. It's just really sad. And the way they animate Donald's face, it just makes him feel so sad.
Man, they were so good in some of these direct-to-video movies with the animation.
It's maybe a really, really silly adaptation of Three Musketeers, but it's got the same emotional gravitas as something like a Goofy movie, which again is something you wouldn't expect to have great emotional gravitas.
That shadow, damn.
Yeah. Pluto be loyal. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm just looking at this just now and I'm thinking, like, I don't like when they would use the shading, like with the A113 on the license of that. It was a very excellently done bit here. It's like someone had to draw Captain Pete there onto the CGI cart. They actually used a CGI painted like watercolor aesthetic background. That is really impressive. That is really really impressive.
I have a feeling that's supposed to be the Bastille, because by this time
no, it's not the
no.
He actually does name it. The Saint
you're welcome as can be.
The Saint Michel, I believe, is where this is actually, and he actually says as much later.
He was saying, "Hey there, hi there, ho there, you're as welcome as can be."
Yeah. Yeah.
We can already see the barnacles on the wall. Nice detail.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I love his phrasing. I love his phrasing on that. Well, the older I got, I understood it better.
Oh, you're
Mont
right.
Saint Michel, right?
Just.
And there's another Disney reference.
I just can't wait. And yet they did this Lion King 1.5 the same year, right?
Yeah, it came out the same year. Which, in connection to this movie, had a bunch of hidden Mickey. Or at the very least, there was a version of the film that placed a bunch of hidden Mickeys in it, because there's a standard version that doesn't have the hidden Mickeys in it.
I think I only found 2 of them.
We see a lot of skeletons in the Seine, yeah. There's a whole ship down there.
And a fishing.
And a fishing, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
See, I already knew the Carmen tune.
I knew it too. It's also something I never noticed is like the CGI is really well integrated, so much so you probably never even would have guessed that Goofy's chains are being done with CGI, like with 3D graphics. Just look at how well
This is very funny.
Yeah.
Because in House of Mouse, it's kind of Clarabelle who comes on to Goofy more, so it's weird to see in reverse.
Like, just look at that. The chains are actually being done in 3D, being like done like meshed around the animation that's already done.
So is this Stockholm syndrome or Lima syndrome?
She's the captor. She ends up falling for him.
So Lima syndrome.
I'd call it Beauty and the Goof.
Or Bovine and the Goof.
Bovine and the Goof. There you go. I love the choir of, I love the Bovine choir. And I love the instrumental bit here.
Leave me utterly.
Like, I love that they were, like, using cowbells earlier, which is really great. Also, the lyric is utterly, not utterly, so whoever was responsible for the captions need to fix that. Because this isn't a home release. This is Disney Plus. It's like, you can go back and fix it.
Letting April Winchell show off.
Like, and again, like, I think this points out, like, why is it really only the villains who get to sing in this movie? And then like, this is kind of her villain redemption moment anyway. And it's like, Goofy's the only one out of the Musketeers who gets a song. He gets Goofy gets to sing his own romantic duet, but Mickey and Minnie don't, and they put a sound effect for when the anvil and Goofy, like, smack into each other. You ding-dong.
Did you say cow specifically?
Oh, you know how it is.
Oh, here's another. Oh, right. Upcoming's another musical moment I love.
Ah, yes.
So small, but
it's like Goofy gets a song related to, like, Goofy gets his own song. Mickey gets the romantic ballad sung for him and Minnie, and now Donald gets a song coming up. You must be this tall to survive the dungeon.
So only like
Wonderful.
the tallest man to ever live could survive. I think it was about 10 feet-ish or something.
It'd probably be better if they surpassed that so that their nose could stay above water.
Goofy, for all his dumbness, he's a loyal friend.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It's been shown time and time again. Oh, here we go. I don't know how I'm just looking around for a second.
Yeah.
And the end. But Donald up and down. Yeah. Because we hate him.
Yeah.
Beethoven. He called him a tortoise, right?
It was very... Only the captions got me there.
Yeah.
Off he goes. That was really well-drawn water, too. Like... God, how often do you have to go clothes shopping if you keep tearing up your outfits?
You're right. I do sing that "This Is the End" thing a lot when we're on the server calls.
All right.
It's because it's fun.
Yeah. Yep. This was always very fucking tense.
I think it's his fifth. I'm not sure. Beethoven's okay, you know.
Yeah, Beethoven's fifth. Yeah, that's the number. And the bubbles form a Mickey. You don't need to
You know, that is very actually scary. That's scarier to me ever since I became a swim instructor. Because I've seen the drowning videos for training.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yes, cough it out, man.
Yeah.
Make sure none of it's up your nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that, Ryder.
Yeah. And now, like, because Mickey has faced it, like, directly, I love that animation there. It's just so smooth and simple. Yeah.
That's one of the best things I love about Goofy.
Yeah. He's loyal.
You can't rely on him to solve a calculus equation, but you can rely on him to be there for you no matter what.
Yeah. And yep. I love that bit.
You know, looking kind of like the Cinderella horses. At least that one was. And they're still wearing the damn masks.
Don't
Sure, that
be
sounds
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Buongiorno.
Yeah.
You just noticed they're not here? I'm sorry, man. It's been like, what, 24 hours? She at least take off your mask, man. I know it's a cartoon, but still. Like,
Just lock her up and throw away the key.
or that Walsa Grava we just saw. It's a chicken. It's you again. He had to make sure that because if the princess was killed, then probably someone else would have been the heir. So.
Yeah.
Works like that, though. Was that even in the script?
I wonder.
Hey, look, I stuck my way into the movie, didn't I?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I guess they wanted a show that had, some adventure music in it.
Yeah.
Something that would appeal to the kids. They like pirates.
Yeah. So, yeah.
No, the songs are out of order. I've actually watched Pirates of Van Zandt, so the one with Angela Lansbury and Kevin Kline.
Yeah. I still really need to. I still really wanna. Yeah. And
also with Linda Ronstadt, and you know her as the one who sings Somewhere Out There in American Tail end credits.
I love how the songs are kind of just a direct irony to what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are the general's daughters.
It's really interesting. Again, like, they're called the Musketeers, and they do not talk about, like, they don't bring in guns. I mean, the villains had that one gag with all that weaponry. But, like, there's a couple of moments here coming up, which I think this was Maurice LaMarche? I could not, maybe, I don't know. It's like they interrupted his line about the wars. Yeah. Yep.
I love how the actors just keep going on with the show despite all this chaos.
And the thing is, at the part where it's like, when Animorph, Taxicon, and Novice in a Nunnery, they cut the line about progress in modern gunnery, but listen, he actually still sings Mauser Rifle. Like, Mickey was talking over it, but he still actually says rifle. Like, they cut the line right before that about progress in modern gunnery. It's like, it's not just like no guns at all. They're called musketeers. We're not gonna talk.
I mean, wasn't this like shortly after Sandy Hook? So
I don't even know what you're talking about, actually.
You don't know what Sandy Hook is?
Not a lick.
Like one of the most infamous school shootings of the recent 2 decades?
Nope, never heard of it. Wow.
Well, now you've broken my heart.
Damn. I'm gonna take a guess that this music is also from Penzance. Cause I mean, he flipped through the sheet music, so, and they only had the sheet music for the show down there, probably. This is not one from Pirates of Penzance. I can't remember the show this tune is from. It would make sense, though, for it to be from a show, yeah. It's got his head stuck up in the... And there's another really good face. Oh. Yeah. I love how that all came back. Oof. And down he goes. And then, of course, they are playing Poor Wandering Ones again. Mm-hmm.
No, wait a minute. Sorry, Sandy Hook was like 2012, but still.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff was... A lot of shootings happened.
Yes. Well. And here they are again. Curtain call. Oh, my guy fell over on the far right. Yeah. And the culmination of everything. And he... No. Well, if they're Royal Musketeers, do they get their muskets now?
Yeah, I you know, I don't even care.
Yeah. And now, here they go. All they'd been dreaming for the whole time.
Briefly hearing Donald.
Yeah. Yep. And back to the comics for the end credits. What a delightful little number, huh?
Look, David Mickey Evans helped write the screenplay.
Huh? Yep. Go to Jamie Thomason and the dialogue director Donovan Cook and Jamie Thomason. Shout out to those. Original score by Bruce Broughton, which was a very good score. It was a very good score.
And okay, Noah Harris. I don't know which video you're referring to, though.
Maybe just
Where?
all of them.
No, Has-Been Hotel Hell of a Boss video. I don't know which one you're referring to.
And Jim Cummings
Yeah,
is
April
Pete.
Winchell.
April Winchell is Clarabelle. Rob Paulson as the Troubadour. Jeff Bennett and Maurice LaMarche as the Beagle Boys. Get back to the credits.
Always suggesting Bluey.
I guess Bluey is just as wholesome as anything else we watch.
Yeah, film has like almost nothing to do with the book it was based on. Just that it has Three Musketeers. Honestly, the Barbie Three Musketeers was closer to the book than this one, and that's saying something.
Yeah. I mean that's also like something you could say that's saying something is that that Muppet Christmas Carol. Actually, no, more so Muppet Treasure Island is very much like the book. You know, because I guess the only thing Muppet Treasure Island did was that Mr. Arrow didn't die. And here's the character animators. Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto were supervised by Simon Ashton, and the senior animators and other animators. Wow, okay. Okay, so it doesn't look like Tony Anselmo does any animations for Donald. So just
Of course, Tony Clarabelle had the same animators.
Because Tony Anselmo was an animator, I believe. The same Tony Anselmo voices Donald. This is animator, and yeah, and I was like, has he ever like animated like some of the Donald stuff that he's ever voiced for? And it's like, no, it didn't seem, at least not in this movie. The CG animation. There's a very small list because there's very little CGI in this movie. Mostly background art and some assets in specific shots.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like very good French backgrounds.
Yeah.
I guess it helped you had maybe some leftover scraps from Hunchback of Notre Dame to work with.
Yeah, and it's not, and I don't know if they're doing real watercolors or if they're faking watercolors in computer, but either way, that aesthetic being applied to some of the 3D background art as well is just really well integrated. Like with the shot when they were entering the Mont Saint Michel from overhead, Pete was in a CGI carriage, but he was drawn in, was very well done. And then the panning shot, the archway, like in order to get the accurate like 3D perspective on it, they actually pasted like the watercolor background like onto a CGI model, and it's like that worked so well. And here are the in-between artists, because let's not forget, like even if animation is finished on twos, in between animation is like a separate job altogether. It's like it's a lot of work, but it's so ink and paint, check and scan. Yeah, because again, they did all the animations on paper, and then they scanned those into the computer, and then they digitally cleaned it up and colored it right then and there. But yeah. Oh, and then we hear in the Hall of Mountain King again. And the way it used original, like, well, put original lyrics to existing. Wow. Honey, are you saying something?
No, I'm humming.
Oh. Okay. Okay, and yeah, I just find it absolute delight. It's really well done. A fight choreographer, like, they really went, like, yeah, you watch the behind the scenes on this movie, it's no small potatoes. I mean, it's fairly small potatoes, but, like, the stuff that they... Cleanup artist Tony Anselmo. See, it looks like Tony Anselmo was more in the effects animation department of things, not so much character animation. I don't know if that's totally true. I'd have to go back to his IMDb page, but he did animate on this movie. So, well, there you go. He did do some work on this film. Other than playing Donald. Yep. editorial and post-production. He animated a lot of films. He did animate a lot of films. Digital ink and paint software, Toon Boom Technologies. Hold up. Hold on. What? Really? Huh. Well, shows what I know.
I don't know what you're going off of.
No, the credits said that the cleanup and animations, that the cleanup software was by Toon Boom Technologies. Which means that which means that.
Oh, there you go. All for one. Excerpt from Orpheus in the Underworld. In case you're wondering where the song music's originally.
Chris
I've literally never heard a or.
Let's see.
Okay. Yes. I told you Tchaikovsky. Yeah, I thought so. It's Nutcracker meets Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, so it was
and it looks like it looks like Chris Suki was responsible for the lyrics in this film. So, yeah.
These days, Corman.
So no, not the same guys who did.
I thought
House
so.
of
It
Villains.
is Beethoven's fifth.
Yeah.
L'opera.
Yeah. L'opera.
Princess Ida.
William S.
Apparently,
Gilbert and
that's where
Alfred
the other
Sullivan.
part was from. Jess Harnell. Oh, Jess Harnell was the general's voice. That makes sense. He had to sing the same song in Animanic,
That's
didn't he?
right. No, Wacko did the Turkey in the Straw, and Yakko was the one who did
Okay, well then it's his
Mexican
turn.
hat dance.
Yeah, with appreciation to Alexandre Dumas.
I'd imagine the author of the original book. I'm sure.
Oh yes.
And there we go.
He also wrote The Count of Monte Cristo.
I should have known that it was Jess Harnell. Like, I'm listening to it in my head now. I'm like, how did I not recognize that as Jess Harnell? That is totally Jess Harnell's voice.
Yeah, Dumas is also famous for writing The Count of Monte Cristo and one version of Robin Hood.
I'd highly doubt that Disney would end up doing Mickey, Donald, Goofy, The Count of Monte Cristo, though. So,
probably could. They probably could. They'd probably tone it down a bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Wishbone could do it.
All right. Well, that's gonna be it for this evening's feature presentation in our animated movie musical year on Animanic commentaries. I want to say thank you all so much for. Actually, are there any last thoughts you want to give on this film before I wrap up?
No.
Okay, thank y'all so much for joining us on this grand adventure. And if you're viewing this after the fact, thanks for watching. Merci. And until next time, remember to take care, stay safe, and be kind in all that you do. Good night, everybody!
Wait, Bonne nuit. Probably missed it.